My Zone has provided Namibian youth with a unique platform to share their stories, develop critical skills, and have access to opportunities such as internships and bursaries. And of course, through some of our initiatives like the School Newspaper Project, the Media Roadshows, the Career VX, and of course our publications that are inserted into our main papers. These have developed journalistic and leadership skills to prepare learners for their future. It has also fostered some confidence, creativity, and a sense of purpose amongst young people. If I have to look back when we started even the media camp, we used to have a lot of learners that would come together. We give them 3-day training on, media ethics, what it means to be a journalist, and, just the opportunities in the media space.
Yeah. Now, can you share some specific success stories where My Zone helped amplify the voices of young Namibians?
I think one of our notable success story would be the involvement of school learners that are at school level, grade 11, grade 8, grade 12, be it whatever grade they are, that contribute to our school newspaper project. And some of these learners, I can tell you now, they have pursued careers in journalism, communications, and media. And of course, this is through this initiative that we have. And I think additionally, also the Career VX that we usually host, our Career VX was usually virtual, where we have experts come in from different career industries, and then they would just come and share and, educate learners on what career paths to take and what to do. So I think we have provided opportunities for learners through these platforms.
And how has My Zone contributed to empowering youth through its reporting, stories, and also the initiatives?
As I said, My Zone has provided huge platforms for learners to share their stories, address social issues, and of course share their perspectives and reporting on topics like academic excellence in schools, community development, and personal challenges that inspire other learners. And also it sort of fosters a culture of mutual support amongst the learners at school. And then you look at My Zone special editions such as academic highlights, where we focus and profile, learners that excel in their academics. We have things like Star Teacher of the Week, for example, where we have star teachers that are doing well in school. And this platform provided personal growth and professional development, and also equipping these young learners with some sense of tools to navigate through their future, if I may say.
Yeah. And Enzo, in what ways has the publication helped bridge the gap between youth and decision makers or leaders in Namibia?
My Zone thus far has been a bridge by creating opportunities for dialogue between youth and decision makers, and we have written extensive features on education policies, youth empowerment programs, community projects, and often that includes both the learners and the leaders, ensuring that these young learners' voices or the youth voices are met. And we have events such as the Career Fair, where we provide direct interaction with industry professionals, educators, policymakers, for example. And this, of course, fosters a collaborative environment for change.
Let's talk about the Roadshow. It sounds like an exciting initiative. How does the My Zone Media Roadshow aim to engage and connect with Namibian youth across different regions?
Well, the Roadshow is an initiative that we started last year. Back then, we used to call it our media camp, where we would have two learners, usually the editor and the sub-editor, that would come to our media camp, sort of like a 3-day training for media ethics and so on. And then we realized, no, actually, a lot of learners are interested in the media space. How about we do a roadshow and reach a wider number of learners? So now we are set to travel about 7,000 kilometers, reaching as far as Rundu, as far as Northern Secondary School. And of course, this year's team is navigating through creative storytelling. So the roadshow literally encourages learners to explore their creativity, understand the power of storytelling in journalism through our interactive workshop on that day. And we sort of have career guidance, team building activities. And the roadshow is basically our training program to our learners that are in these schools, that are writing the articles about the schools, that are contributing video content, that are sharing their stories from their own perspective without having to feel some type of weight. So it's like sort of one step into the world of media.
Yeah. And how many regions will the My Zone team be covering in Namibia?
We are covering, if I'm not mistaken, I think we are covering all the regions. We have schools in almost all the regions. Yeah, we also have a school in Kunene region, which is also secondary school. We have Rundu, Kavango. It's the only region we are not covering. I think should be the Zambezi region, if I'm not mistaken. But we are covering most of the schools. We are set to reach close to over just 400 learners at each of these schools. So what's going to happen is we are going to go to each school that we work with, set up, and then have professionals just engage with the learners on this day. And sometimes you find that if more learners are actually even interested, and then we would have a hall full of learners, asking questions and trying to identify things like what is fake news, what is real news, and all those sorts of things.
Now, in its second year, how is the roadshow help bridge the gap between urban and rural youth in Namibia?
The roadshow brings together different schools from different regions, creating, of course, that space for urban and rural youth. For example, we have schools that are in a little bit of rural areas where they come together together with urban areas, and then these learners sort of exchange, they exchange what they are learning through the program, and of course, this fosters that bridge, that lives behind the urban youth and the rural youth. So our workshops really they emphasize just the importance of media, ethics and social media management. What it means to be in the newsroom. First-hand information on what the newspaper looks like, for example.
And just finally, what has been the most fun or unexpected moment from the roadshow event so far? And what are you looking forward to most for the upcoming roadshow this year?
Yes, I think one of the most memorable moments is witnessing the creativity during storytelling from the learners. I think there's a lot of creative minds in schools. They just need to be more confident, and you find learners creating the wowest of designs, for example, and the wowest of stories, coming up with storytelling ideas, coming up with scripts, for example, for a mini show on that day. It's the creativity stands out for me. And then often students from, different schools, they collaborate, and then, they surprise the team with unique perspectives and innovative ideas. I remember very well when we did the media camp at Hodigos, there was this other learner that she designed a whole virtual set of a whole TV from an application. It was amazing to see, how these learners can be so creative. And I'm looking forward to more creativity, of course. More learners are being part of the roadshow, more engagement, just getting the word out there, what it means to be in the media fraternity. And I'm expecting excitement from the learners. The learners are excited. We are kicking off on the 30th of January, where we will have our official launch, and then, of course, we will kick off with our Windhoek schools. We will have the roadshow at the different schools, and then, of course, the learners from the various schools are welcome. And, of course, this would not have been possible without our sponsors, such as Standard Bank, Robiati Distributors, Hoopkevets Motors, Enjoy Namibia, Network Media Hub, Namibia Media Academy, and all other stakeholders that usually make this event possible to reach to these learners that don't even know, what it means, how you can go about a bursary, how you can do, etc., etc.